To another, or the very first Pokemon Sun Moon video. Now this isn't actually me playing it, this is just me looking at all the stuff. So recently, literally like 12 hours ago, they uploaded a new video about 7 new Pokemon, I think. I don't remember. I might be mixing that up with the last leak. Let's just get started. Now, oh my god. The first one we have here is Bounsweet. I don't know why, but I love Bounsweet. It's based on a fruit. Its ability is Leaf Guard or Obvious. It's just a grass type. And then you have this thing. I don't like it at all. It's a normal grass type. Or no, not normal grass, normal fighting type. It's just really, I don't like, the design's really bland and it's kind of a stupid Pokemon. Its name is Beware. Anyways, we have Comfey, I don't know how you want to pronounce it. I'll just kind of call it Comfey because it sounds better. But it's basically like one of those flower necklaces you'd get in Hawaii. And it's a fairy type, which is pretty cool. I'm liking him, or her. Then we have one of the more unique ones I've seen. Not one of my favorites, but it's still pretty cool. It's Mudsdale. It's based off of a Ragsdale horse or whatever. I don't know what they're called. But it's just a pure ground type. Then we have Mimikyu, which is one of my personal favorites. Umbreonix will say otherwise, but I don't know. I'm starting to like Mimikyu quite a bit. And not because of the fan art that I've seen, but just, it's a cool Pokemon. It's a cool concept. Then we have one of the stranger ones, which is Wimpod. Wimpod here is, well, he's based on a horseshoe crab, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Horseshoe crab or like a silverfish. Not a Minecraft silverfish, like an actual creature. Or like a termite. But that doesn't really look like a termite. I'd have to go with a horseshoe crab because they live in the water. It's a bug water type, which is pretty cool. Next one, this one was released a few weeks ago. 4th of July, I'm pretty sure. And this one is Drampa. It's actually the first normal dragon type, and it's speculated to be Dunsparce's evolution. Now, we don't know if this is the final evolution for Dunsparce, or if it even is one at all, but I don't know. The color scheme, the overall design looks very much based on Dunsparce. And to be honest, Drampa is probably one of my least favorites on here, just because of the name. They're kind of running low on names in this generation, I'd have to say. Especially with Litten. That one's probably the worst. But Mimikyu and like Mimikyu, Bounsweet, those are Solgaleo, Tapu Koko, those are some unique names. Then we have, Solgaleo, Tapu Koko, which I love the design for Tapu Koko, it's pretty cool. Not a huge fan of Solgaleo, mainly because I'm a Team Moon person. And then we got Mugurna, which is pretty cool. Also Popplio, and I'll pick Popplio. I'm pretty sure I'll be picking Popplio. Depends on his final evolution. Same with Rowlet. I mean, I love all the starters, but then we have Togedemaru, which is an electric steel type, which is like the Gen 7 version of Pikachu, like the Gen 7 Pikachu clone. Then we have one of my personal favorites right here. It's Salandit. It's the first fire poison type, which is pretty cool. Got the Zygarde form, Zygarde cells. And in the previous leak, we had Grubbin that evolved into Charjabug, and Charjabug that evolved into Vikavolt, which I love Vikavolt's design. It's the second evolution chain that's bug and electric type, which I think is pretty cool. That there's not like too big of a repeat here. Then another personal favorite of mine. These two are some of my personal favorites. Is I was about to say Tapu Koko. Komala and well, Rockruff. Rockruff doesn't have any special ability, but Komala does. Personally, I like Komala better, mainly because I like koalas a little more than dogs. But um, its ability is Comatose, which means it can only have the status infliction of sleep and nothing else. Imagine pairing this thing with Tapu Koko, whose ability is Electric Surge, which turns on Electric Terrain, which prevents all Pokemon from sleeping. That basically means that if Komala has a future evolution, it can't be statused whatsoever. So that means basically like Dark Void, Darkrai against this thing is it's destroyed. Especially if it turns into a fighting type, which I can definitely see. Then Rockruff, no special ability. Rock Dog, which is it's pretty cool. When everyone first saw it, they're like, "What? It's probably just a normal type." No, it's a rock type, which is pretty cool. Personally, when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be a ground type, but it turned out to be a rock type, which is still pretty cool. Then we got Litten. Everyone knows Litten by now. If you don't, where have you been? Then one of my least favorites, probably I like it a little more than Beware. Beware is so freaking awful. But Bruxish is a water psychic type, and we haven't had one of those in a while, I don't think, which is pretty neat. It has a cool concept, that flower thing on its head. It opens up and it attacks through that, which is neat. I have a feeling this is going to evolve into a very elegant Pokemon, named, say, Feebas. That's an example of that. And then we have I don't know, I don't even know where to rank it. I don't dislike the design, but it's not super great. It's adorable, I know that much. This is Cutie Fly. This one was released in the second video, the one with Tapu Koko, and it's a bug fairy type, which is a unique new type. Granted, they didn't add a whole lot of fairy types in Gen 6 because it was brand new, so we can't expect a whole lot from that. You don't want to overdo the types, and it seems like they're doing a lot of fairy types. We have 3 fairy types so far. I think 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then we have Pikipek, which is, the native bird. Personally, this is one of my favorites up there. My favorites are probably Pidgey and Pidgey and Swellow. I love Swellow. I don't know why. It's cool. But Pikipek is pretty cool. I've always kind of been wanting a woodpecker / hummingbird Pokemon for the native bird for a while now, so it's really cool that we've got that. Then we get Yungoos, who people say looks like Donald Trump, and I can agree with that. The angry demeanor and everything, plus the awful haircut, but that's besides the point. Yep, and this is basically it. Oh yeah, and I forgot Lunala. So Lunala's there. Yeah, I love Lunala. Cool typing. Yeah. That'll be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next, talk to you guys about the next leap.